I mean, what are you talking about? Eating a fucking banana split out of my butt cheeks?
No. We're talking like you were saying strawberries, but at the same time, what if you start using sauces? A sauce isn't going to get in the way as much as it's like, oh, well, now I've got to take time out of the day to eat this banana.
Clean up of the sauce is worse than actually eating the sauce. It's messy. It's messy as hell. Like, I think everybody has gone through that chocolate syrup whipped cream phase. You know, most of us get it out of the way in high school and we realize it's not really worth the trouble.
Look, I'll put it this way. Like, the thing is that here's the problem. Like, I'll do some freaky shit, but I'm a very pragmatic person, okay? So some girls like, oh, I'm going to put, like, some whipped cream on my titties or some shit. Nah, I feel dumb. I feel really dumb, kind of weird. But if some girl bends over and pours queso on her asshole, I'll eat it, yeah. There's a point to that.
I'll dip a Dorito in that motherfucker.
So here's the article.
Man. I'm into that, but, like...
YouTube.
I don't want to feel dumb when I'm eating food off somebody.
See,
but okay, would it feel awkward for you though if it was the other way around? If somebody was eating food off?
Oh yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
So like, chocolate sauce on the dick?
I am filthy. Holy shit!
Oh my
god! No.
Don't eat off of me. I'm worse than the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know where I've been.
Eating off of Jeff would be like eating Chipotle in the Chipotle bathroom.
Hold on though. I thought Jeff showers every time he poops.
Jeff does shower every time he poops, but he doesn't shower every time he fucks. So he gets really dirty.
Oh, okay.
This boy's a burner, man. YouTube's verification program is getting a massive overhaul. The company announced today, which will likely result in a number of less prominent creators losing their verification status. Previously, YouTube allowed any channel that reached 100,000 subscribers to request verification. That limit is being removed with a change to the verification program that rolls out in October. Going forward, YouTube will focus its efforts on verifying channels that have more of a need to prove their authenticity, like those belonging to a brand, public figure, artist, or another creator who might be the subject to impersonation. For example, YouTube says the earlier verification system was established when the site was smaller, but its ecosystem has since grown and become more complex. Instead of looking at a number of subscribers, a metric that can be gamed by bots, the new system will have more murky requirements. YouTube says it's about prominence, which it defines in a number of ways. For starters, YouTube will determine if the channel represents a well-known or highly searched-for creator, artist, public figure, or company. It will also consider if the channel is widely recognized outside of YouTube and has a strong online presence, or if it's a channel that has a very similar name to many other channels. We understand YouTube will use a combination of human curation and algorithmic signals to make these determinations. When asked, the company declined to discuss the specifics, however.
I don't really think it matters that much. I just think it's dumb that they're taking away something that they've already given to so many people. Maybe grandfather it in for the people who already have it.
Yeah.
Maybe make them different colors.
I think I know exactly what the problem is. They're kind of using like this whole thing, the de-verification. Everybody's just paying attention to like the little check mark. Like I have a little check mark in the chat right now. DP does, larger channels do. But that's not what I think they're wanting to strip from people. What I think they're trying to strip from people is priority access to their help service, because that's something that you get if you get verified, right? That's what I think it is. I think they're taking away the premium access to the help service through YouTube. They're stripping that from creators.
I'll tell you
that's
what,
why they're doing it.
That's bullshit, but from personal experience, their help service has been very unhelpful in the past.
I mean, at least you can actually talk to somebody with this service. They don't really usually help.
If you need help service on YouTube, I suggest BetterHelp, because going through actual YouTube is going to make you fucking depressed.
Oh, fuck.
No, that's a really good point, but at the same time, there's also something else going on. One, they've gone kind of the way of Twitter, because that's kind of the way Twitter works with verification, which is good in some ways and bad in others. And one of the ways it's going to be bad in is that it's going to make YouTube less about being from YouTube. It's going to make it really easy for somebody who's like, oh, Oprah decided to make a YouTube channel, and everybody knows who she is, so immediately verified.
Yeah. Yeah. So on Twitter, maybe you could make a bunch of sock impersonation accounts to get yourself verified.
What's
if you're
that
not
mean? Like I
verified.
take my sock off and I draw a face on it, like, "Hi, I'm Lacey Green.
Yeah.
I'm a sock
Yeah, pretty much.
impersonator," and then boom.
Yep. Which kind of enables people to be less creative, or it de-incentivizes you to make something more unique, because if you're doing something that's already kind of done but is similar enough to get yourself verified.
Through this, like, I wasn't verified. I wasn't verified on YouTube because I wasn't at 100K yet. I'm at like 92,000, which has dropped because I suck at uploading. But it's
Well, you upload, you just take it down. You live stream,
Yeah.
and YouTube doesn't treat live streams the way it used to.
yeah. But
No,
that being said, I never got verified, but I had a music check mark because my channel's an official music channel because I put out little raps, and that is telling me now with the new update, I'm gonna lose the music symbol and just become regularly verified. So through this, I'm actually becoming verified, while you're getting yours taken away. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I don't really care that much. Like, I'm not mad about it. It is dumb, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It looks like it's gonna have some gives and some takes to it. It will. You're gonna have to see how it rolls out, because they're not gonna give you any information. Because YouTube's really great at communicating with the thing that they make money on, which is the creators.
Yeah.
YouTube's forgotten that what made YouTube popular.
Does
and
YouTube
what
make
makes it
money?
successful.
Yeah, I agree. I think the other thing that really does bother me, regardless of which way it goes or why they're doing it, but like, when you hit 100,000 subscribers, it's a really cool thing. Like, you get your plaque, and that's awesome. But having that little check mark is honestly kind of neat. It's not really anything. It's not important. It doesn't change anything about your experience. But
Right.
seeing that is a reminder that, hey, I managed to accomplish 100,000 subscribers. It's a good feeling. And just arbitrarily taking it away,
It
feels
makes you
dickish,
stand out in
man.
a live chat too, when you show
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it does.
They're like, "Oh, that guy's got a big old swinging verification check mark hanging between his legs."
I'm a big deal.
He's the alpha here.
Wow, checkmark senpai.
Let me take a dab off of that rig.
Notice me.
So, something that happened with Lacey recently and YouTube, she tried to use her channel, and it had a strike. I believe it was a strike that she got for impersonating herself.
It was like her channel got, was it just a strike?
I'm not sure about the details. Here, I'll pull it up. There.
Apparently YouTube suspended my channel, but everything is still up, so I don't know if it's a glitch. I didn't have any strikes or anything. I upload once, and YouTube's already trying it.
Yeah.
Help, please. Help.
Oh, yeah. See? Update. Found an email from YouTube saying they're suspending me for impersonating Lacey Green.
That's so messed up. She was suspended, not strucketh. So she
Oh,
got the big
suspended.
suspend out.
That's some funny ass shit.
Has she managed to speak with anybody at YouTube yet? Because I
Well, she's-
know that all that FE core shit, people were just mad.
She's
with
in here
you.
commenting with her account right now, so I'm hoping
Yeah.
that something. There's somebody. The
Well,
Lacey,
she got it
you're,
fixed.
you're here in the chat. Are you
Yeah.
good now? Do we have to ride up on the fucking YouTube servers? Do I have to get my hacker friends from Lizard Squad to come out of retirement?
I'm gonna have to design a new T-shirt.
Oh, you pulled some strings. Good.
Yeah, good.
That shouldn't happen though. For impersonating yourself.
Yeah, did they give an explanation? Of course they didn't. Never mind, it's YouTube. They don't communicate.
YouTube's like, oh, sorry about that. We had
You
many
don't have
people.
your YouTube. You don't have trade secrets. Just tell people what the fuck's going on.
I could see if it was that boy from Cringe Rap yesterday that looked like me and Lacey's kid. Like, he
Oh,
should have
yeah.
been suspended for impersonating Lacey and Amai's offspring. That guy was trouble. We knew it, but we still love him because he's our son.
And what's his name?
His name,
Yeah.
When's his birthday? How old is he?
I
Yeah.
didn't bother naming him.
Oh.
I don't take care of my kids.
So you're a deadbeat.
Yeah, he's a little disaster bastard. We don't
Lacey
love
says
him.
you need to She says you need to flag his channel. He's an embarrassment.
Yeah, let's flag that little trashy boy's channel. We can't. That's crusading, right?
false
Even
flag
joking
your
about
own
it.
kid?
Yeah, let's get Matt Jarbo on this. Let's make him the fucking godfather of our baby. Mundane Matt. Go drop
On
a
the
boulder
night
on
of
that
my
abomination.
wedding, the night of my daughter's wedding, you come to me asking me to false flag my own son.
See, Matt. The funny thing about Matt Jarbo is his favorite movie is Godfather, but his favorite Godfather movie is Godfather Part 2. That's a callback to the very first Drunken Peasants 24-hour episode. It was wonderful. Everybody should go watch all 24 hours all over again, just for that one moment where Matt got fucking talking about Indiana
That's your
Jones.
first time hanging out with Matt, right?
No, I hung out with him at VidCon just days before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's not-
what was it? What did he say about
Indiana
again?
Jones?
Yeah.
He was like, so this is a lot of people might find this strange, but my favorite movie is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but my favorite Indiana Jones movie is Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I'm like,
What?
and I was like, my head exploded a little bit. I was like, Matt, you can't say that. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was back when I was still intelligent, so it just flowed out like vitriolic.
So, like, did you
vapor.
lose intelligence with fat?
Yeah. Seriously, because
That
my
kind of
brain's
does actually
my
work,
brain's
though.
constantly starving.
Yeah,
So I'm-
I think I get it. I think it essentially means that it's not my favorite movie on a whole is this one, but however, it's not the best movie in this trilogy.
I get
that is
that.
my favorite to watch.
But it's
Because,
pretentious
like,
fucking
I like
movie
movies that
nerd
are
bait.
complete trash.
Yeah, I've seen John Cena's Blockers 4 times in theaters, and not because it shows his bare ass.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, one of my
Just
favorite
go.
movies of all time are 2 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. One of them is Judge Dredd, and the other one is Demolition Man, because they're essentially kind of the same movie.
I'm gonna punch you in the
They're
titties. I'm gonna
amazing, but
punch you in the
they're bad.
titties. I'm punching you in the titties.
Wait, what?
Her favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? You're getting.
Bro, did I
Hold
say
on.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I thought
said-
Stallone was Judge Dredd.
Yeah! That's why I
Oh,
told her
Am I
I'm gonna punch your
Mandela effecting
titties.
over here?
I
Whoa!
know, this is
The
100%
week
because
Rambo
I was-
releases in theaters. She hits us with that Schwarzenegger shit.
Well, while we were,
Christ.
while we were
Can
waiting
Jeff
for
Ass tell
Ben,
Dustin
I
with the
watched
pocket
top
deal that he's a beautiful bird?
166 Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes.
Bye, Lacey. Have a good
Oh.
night.
Oh.
Good night, Lacey.
Thank you for filling
Commando
us in.
and
We'll have her
Kindergarten
back on soon.
Yes.
She's
I love
starting a
Lacey.
podcast.
Yes.
Have fun.
Everybody go follow Lacey Green now that her channel is no longer suspended.
Yes.
She's the best.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
Me? This is the Oktoberfest by Ninkasi, which is a brewery here
I'm
in
drinking
Eugene.
Leinenkugel Harvest Patch Shandy.
I'm drinking
Huh?
vegan vodka.
Vegan vodka. Regular vodka is vegan.
What about you, Cheshire? What are you drinking?
I got a mix, so I'm drinking sour note mixed with a little bit of the blue.
Oh, fancy shit.
Little
Okay.
purple drink.
Smirnoff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Purple drink.
Purple drink.
Purple
It's
drink.
basically just a really big porn star.
What was
Purple
that?
drink.
What was that fucking crazy ass beer that we had last time I was up in Seattle for PAX that you were ranting about, Ben? It was like the something Bach. shit that was like
Golden Drock.
Golden Drock. Man, I don't know how I feel about that shit. Like it fucked me up. Don't get me wrong. Like that's some high octane shit. But I can't tell if I hated it or I loved it. I can't. I don't know. I'm really conflicted by this.
Let's take a look really quick. Yeah, if you look
I
it
had
up,
one of the beers I really liked is called a Hobgoblin.
it's called.
Hobgoblin.
You know, there's a stronger one of this too. It's I think it's like 4,000 or something like that. But this is the one we had.
Golden Drac.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
it comes from
Okay,
Belgium.
Is it a porter or what is it? An ale?
It's a Belgian dark ale. It's
Ooh.
10.5%.
From
I like dark
re-fermented
ale.
with Bordeaux wine yeast.
It kind of feels like somebody hits you in the face with a boat oar when you drink it.
Oh. Sounds like a good time.
It's
good.
It's a thing. It's
There's
thing.
there's a place where I'm from in Ontario. I live in Nova Scotia right now, but where I'm from in Ontario, there's the Wellington County Brewery, and they make Wellington County Ale, and they make a light and they make a dark, and the dark that they make gets sold in basically all of the bars there, and it's a university town, so there's bars all over the goddamn place. But there's one place called the Woolwich Arms in Guelph, Ontario, if you ever go there, and they serve it warm and flat. It's
Ooh.
actually very good.
Warm
You're the
and
second-
flat.
If you're ever that way.
You're the second YouTuber I've met that is from Nova Scotia, and it's funny because I canceled plans to go and visit Nova Scotia like, I don't know, 3 months ago, and as soon as I canceled it, I started meeting people who are fellow YouTubers who live there. What the fuck?
I'm
Who the
just
fuck
honored
was-
to be considered a YouTuber at this point.
It's bizarre. It's weird. Who the fuck lives
Well-
in Nova Scotia?
I don't know. Not me for very much longer.
Oh, you're getting out of there?
Yeah, I got some stuff going on that's behind the scenes that I can't. I'll talk about it once I'm done dealing with it, but
You're being excommunicated from Canada.
Not polite enough. Not polite enough.
Yeah,
She's
pretty
getting
much.
thrown out.
I don't apologize often enough yet.
Banter all episode. No videos.
No videos?
You don't want any
All right,
videos?
I'll tell you what. If that's what you truly want, should I take a vote?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, one
post
in the
it.
chat
I
if
like-
you just
I
want
like
us to hang out.
videos.
2 in the chat if you
I
want
do
videos.
have some
3 in the chat if you want both.
videos.
Let's go to some videos, and if people don't start fucking showing respect, then we'll go back to the banter.
I hope your family dies in a fire.
Dick.
Oh my god. Shannon is from Nova Scotia.
All right,
yeah,
so
she
we are going,
accidentally doxed me.
There's something we have to cover.
I love shitting.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
At our stupidity.
All right. So we have a Canadian here too, so we can talk about this.
Oh no.
Great.
Trudeau next faces
Are you treating me like a
reporters and
token?
Canadian voters.
Yes.
The whole country will likely be
Treating you like one, or realizing that you are one.
leaning in.
Oh.
There is a major new development this hour as the Liberal leader
She's
and
not
his
our
advisors
token
are deciding the
Canadian.
next move.
She's our smoking
Another image of
Canadian.
Trudeau wearing what appears to be blackface. It is the fourth similar image now to have come to light in the past 24 hours. This time it is on video. The video
Oh, no.
obtained by Global News and provided exclusively to them. Now, CBC News has not independently confirmed that it is Trudeau in the video. It's a short sequence lasting only
I think he did admit since this that it was true.
Well, he's admitted that this was him from a time when he didn't realize what he did was racist, and he feels terrible about it.
And this has happened to other people, you know.
And I don't know if I'm being a horrible person here when I say this, but Canada's race relations are a lot different than America's race relations. And I knew so many Canadian people that just didn't understand the history of racism in America.
The
You know
thing is,
what?
our history is different, right? Like the
Yeah.
history of racism in Canada is different than the history of racism in America. That doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it better. It just makes it different.
Do you know what I wish? There's 2 other Canadians that I'd like to get on the show that. Hold on.
Don?
There are 2 other Canadian experts that I'd like to invite on the show.
Huh.
And I think
Are they
I think
calling
they're.
in?
Oh, hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Excusez-moi?
Hey.
Hello, who is this?
This it's the DP. How you say the DP?
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Hello, my friends. How can I help you today? Mama JF, please get off of me. I'm trying to take a phone call.
JF! I thought we already hated Trudeau. Do we hate him more or less now that he's wearing the night mask? JF!
We are conflicted, my love. I'm sorry, Benjamin. How can we help you?
I was asking how you felt about it. So Mama JF is actually kind of ahead of me here.
Oh, I see. Mama JF, how do you
JF,
feel about
why
this?
does he dress this way? Does he want to be in the bedroom with us while you watch too? JF!
I do not think that is going to be possible, my love.
JF, is he trying to Trojan horse his way out of our ethno-state? JF!
No, it's not just the color. You know, we need the nice, big, thick, long, veiny African penis. Trudeau has tiny little white penis. It's not going to be the same.
Yes, JF, you are correct. Let's call up the Toronto Raptors. They can service me in front of you like last week.
That's right. They are our men standby. We pay them with the NSC. It is fantastic. I'm getting a bit worked up. I'm going to go tie up Mama JF. I have to go.
Lock me in the basement and spray me with your mayonnaise.
Oh my God! All right, they're gone. Oh, God,
they're so rude, dude. Those two are so rude.
Those two little scamps.
So I don't
They're
think
not
Trudeau,
toilet trained.
I don't think Trudeau's going to get reelected. He had his scandal earlier this
Does he
year.
need to get reelected?
Well, a lot of his issues aren't because Canadian politics aren't as sensationalized in Canada as they are in the States. A lot of his issues are actually issues that are piggybacking off of. I was actually talking about this on the Canadian podcast yesterday. A lot of the representative for Ontario for the Liberal Party is basically her issues are piggybacking onto Trudeau. Like, this scandal isn't really that big of a deal to most Canadians when it comes to actual elections, because the issue is whether or not he's actually going to do a good job leading and whether or not dumb shit he did in college. Is he racist now? Is he doing racist
Yeah.
things
I don't think
now?
he's racist at all. Yeah, and there are actual grievances
And he straight
that
up
people
owned it.
have.
He straight up came out in an interview. Well, I think he was on
Sure.
a plane. He was talking to CNN, and he was like, "You know what? I did these things. I own that I did these things. I'm not going to deny that I did these things. These things are wrong. I should have known better. I didn't. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm honestly sorry. I should have never done these things."
Yes.
I wish.
I don't
I
think he's
knew
sorry at
now
all. He's
what
sorry
I
he
knew.
got caught.
Oh shit! So now we're gonna have a debate.
You don't think
over
he's
this shit.
sorry?
No, I don't think he's fucking.
I don't think
sorry.
he's
I don't
sorry
think
he
gives
got
a
caught.
fuck.
Here's an interesting thing about Canada. You can keep getting reelected. There's no term limits for prime minister there. So you can just keep getting reelected indefinitely. I remember Harper, he was prime minister there for about 10 years.
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss Jean Chrétien. Not
Jean Chrétien.
necessarily because he was a good leader, but because he was fucking hilarious. That dude didn't give a fuck.
I don't think he gives a shit. Anybody who's in a position of power, and like
I don't-
honestly, Trudeau has been one of those people who has been kind of groomed and pointed and designed to be going into politics. Nobody who is of the same age that he was when he was wearing this costume thinks like, oh gee, well, I wonder, is blackface in good taste or not? Of course it's in bad taste. That's why they fucking did it.
Well,
That's why they fuck-
What
nope.
year is this as well?
1999.
Fair enough. The thing is that
he knew it was wrong. All these people, every time somebody
well,
gets
that's why
caught
he said.
with
That's why
blackface,
he didn't say I didn't know it was wrong. He said I should have known better.
well, he did know better. He did know better.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Canada is different.
But
They're
That's-
fucking
that's
dense,
why-
dude.
No.
They're
Okay,
dense.
No,
but
man.
at the same time, even if we grant that, you know what, he's not really sorry. He's only apologizing for the camera, which is essentially what you're saying, right?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Let's agree with that. Is he doing anything racist now, or is he pushing better race relations within the country and outside of it?
Well, I don't think that he like the thing is like I'm totally fine with Trudeau. Like I mean I disagree with him on like his policy decisions, but as far as him like doing this back in 1999, does it matter to me? I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Okay,
Like,
so you don't care, so what? And you're bothered that he doesn't care?
no, I'm not bothered about that. I wish we lived in a society where people didn't have to blow smoke up each other's assholes. Like, well, I should have known better. You did know better. Don't say you should have known better. Just be like, hey, I wore it. I thought it was funny at the fucking time.
They are going to be put
Oh, I
on
see what
trial
you're
for corrupting
I thought it
America's
was-
youth. We don't know what all the fuss is about.
The fuss is about taking our citizens. It's about not censoring our art. It's about...
See, Canadians are different than Americans. Even South Park acknowledged that. Do you
You're
realize?
racist, huh? You're racist.
Do you
I
realize
love that
how
part.
far behind Canada is from America, Jeff? They celebrated their centennial less than a decade before we celebrated our bicentennial.
Wow,
That's,
shit.
that's
No,
over
you know,
90
you're right.
years behind us, dude. Think of
Okay.
America
Is it
90 years ago.
really-
You know what we
That's
were
fair.
doing? Al Jolson.
Is it really that bizarre to hear the Canadian Prime Minister apologizing?
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine.
We have
I
a
just-
we have a law that says that an apology is not an admission of guilt. We
You
had
know
to
what?
write that into our
She
law.
has a point because
Really?
in Canada,
Yeah.
all they do is apologize. Instead of even saying pardon me or excuse me, they say sorry. If someone gets
Sure.
in your
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry.
I don't know,
sorry.
man. It's fine. Like I don't think we should be hanging Trudeau for this. I just
agree.
I just think like people should just accept the fact that sometimes people do shit to be edgy, and maybe it's a little tone deaf, but you know.
Do you think
Just
he
be
was
honest
trying to be
about
edgy here? I think he was just
Yes. No.
Yeah, I think he
no.
was both.
Look, look. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you here. Like, there's edgy, and then there's like, I'm as dark as a fucking California fucking raisin. Nah, man. No, he didn't need to look like he was like sweeping out a fucking chimney to do an Arabian Prince. Fuck off with that
He's
shit.
sleeping at a chimney like he's from London?
Yeah, dude. I mean, look how dark he is. Look at how
So
fucking
it's not
black
even,
he is.
He's not even
Billy, as
pretending
a
to be
Canadian,
black, he's
I am
pretending to
hurt.
be a chimney
How
sweep.
dare you?
Base?
I'm sorry, Queen Tide Pod.
Mr.
I'm
Van
sorry.
Dyke
Wait, let me speak
from
your language.
fucking
I'm
Mary
sorry.
Poppins.
I'm sorry, Queen Tide Pod. No, I just have a lot of Canadian friends, and they said some shit to me that back around this time period, 2005, 2006, they said some shit to me that made me really realize they didn't grow up in the same country I did. And it wasn't necessarily racist to me as it was completely just disconnected from the culture I was raised in and the things that I was raised to view and see. They just didn't have that in Canada.
Sure.
One of my
Sure.
friends was like, I've never met a black person in my life, and we were in a wrestling gym owned by a black man. And I was like, are you fucking serious, dude? This gym is owned by a black dude. You know this guy. He's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. And I'm like, it's so
Something
it's
about
so,
not seeing color, I don't know.
it was fucking weird to me because this guy he just I don't know what I don't know. It was fucking weird to me.
When I was in high school, my high school had there was a lot of kids that were like Muslim and from India, and there were maybe 5 kids that were black. Maybe. If that. And that was the whole high school. And I'm not even from a place that's like inherently white. Like, depending on where you go in Canada also will very much depend on how white it is as well. Because, so, like, if you go to, like, a more rural part of, like, Saskatchewan, it's white. It's all white. There isn't anybody of any other colors. But if you go up north, you start running into Inuit people more often. And there starts being less white people.
So,
So,
what was
depends on where you go.
I'm kind of curious though. What was the context of this clip in specific? Because the other one was him dressed as like an Arabian prince, and I
At
get
a
that.
party to be like the Arabian. Yeah.
This is just like, but what is this one? Like, why is he?
He probably had some paint left over from the Arabian Nights night.
It's a football game in November.
Yeah, well, it's time to dress up again.
Leftover paint.
Because that's the thing that I always think of is like, you know, all right, somebody does blackface, so they do like a cultural appropriation costume. maybe they're being shitty, maybe they're not. It depends on the context. It depends on what they're trying to do. If the dude's trying to do like an Arabian Nights cosplay costume sort of thing, he doesn't need to look like a fucking California raisin for one thing. But I mean, if he like darkens his skin, I wouldn't give that much of a shit. I'd just be like, whatever. He's just trying to get into the fucking spirit of the costume. I don't care, you know. But this one, what I'm looking at right here, this is fucking weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Why is he doing it?
You know what? We got to get to a fun, lighthearted segment instead.
Cool.
To get out of the way of all this horrible stuff that's going on.
Time
this
for
media
stupid
sensationalism. We need to watch some lighthearted, funny, stupid ads. Guys, stupid ads. You hear the theme music? All right, here's the ad.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
Oh God, this fucking
These
thing.
pencil binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I need for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils, too.
These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
Yup.
What the fuck?
I'm dropping out of school.
You already did.
I'm dropping out of school.
Good news. Good news. You don't have to do that over again.
I thought you said this was the fun segment, Ben.
You've been
The
bamboozled.
fun, happy time, stupid ads, guys.
Back to school.
All right, I'll give you
The Sandy Hook promise. Fuck.
We'll do this one then instead, okay?
Okay.
Billie Eilish, big new puppet on the scene. Watch out for this one. Because he's out for the kids' souls. And yes, this is a man. They even call him Billy. That's how they mock the masses.
You know, just because your name's Billy doesn't mean you're a
Must
man.
be a man. They can't change your name or anything.
Just because your name's Billy doesn't
no
mean
one
you're
ever
a man.
changes their name.
There are women that are named Billy. Like Billy Joe is not an uncommon female name.
And she's not my lover.
That's Billie
Jean.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh
close
God,
enough.
I've watched so many transvestigation videos. This is gonna fuck me up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Is this a genre?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude. So many people on YouTube love to dissect every single woman in any sort of media is a man.
No. Okay, so I knew a guy who was friends with a guy I was dating for a long time, and he was a little bit kind of transphobic. It mostly just because it made him uncomfortable. He wasn't like aggressive towards anybody. Like he wasn't like no fuck you. He was just uncomfortable, and he was just like, oh well, you know, I'm just not attracted to guys. And I started sending him pictures and said, what about this one? Do you know if this is a guy or a girl? Do you know if this is a guy or a girl? Do you know if this is a guy or a girl? And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, you can't tell, can you? Of course you can't. And he's like, well, which one is it? And I said, I don't fucking know. I can't tell.
You know what'd be great? You know what'd be great to do to a person like that? Send him nothing but pictures of real biological women.
Oh
Nothing
my god,
but.
yeah.
Just like which ones are trans and which ones aren't. Like and suddenly he'll like have this fucking weird ass complex, so he won't fuck anybody.
Never know. Yeah.
I'm
That would
waiting.
be so great.
I'm waiting for one of these people to be like the Olsen twins are trans. You know?
Oh no, it's happened.
Shut up. Because their
No,
life's
it
been
has happened.
documented on TV since babies.
Did you? I'm not even gonna go there. No, look, no, that is definitely a thing that happens. Okay, so transvestigation as a genre is really, really interesting. So they obviously think there's a big agenda, which is why they're trying to do this. They talk about like breeders, and it's not just.
What?
Yeah, it's not just male to female, but it's also female to male. Like they'll take a look at like a male comedian and be like, look at the hips. See the hips right over here? Yup, those are big wide hips. That's obviously a fucking woman right there. That's a fucking woman right there.
So do they think there are people that are specifically breeding to get a guy that looks like more feminine?
Oh, well, I mean, fuck, dude. They, and there's a lot of them. There's a fuck ton of these. They're all over the place. Yes.
How have I missed this?
If you type in transvestigation into YouTube, you will find so many of these. Just absolutely insane.
I'm making a note.
The best ones will actually draw on the screen, and they'll show you like triangle diagrams from their shoulders to their hips, around to their pelvises to show like obviously this is a trans person, and they think everybody in Hollywood is a trans. Everybody.
Yep, that's a drag queen. That's a
This is the cover of Vogue.
I do see how she's covering her Adam's apple with that scarf.
Yeah, very clever.
Because that's exactly.
And of course, the reason why the government wants to, or Hollywood or the Illuminati or whatever, they want to change the gender of everyone is to what?
Do you?
Well, it's to emasculate
with some
men.
goal in mind.
They want to effectively they want the men chasing after women to be chasing after women that have high testosterone, so it lowers the men's testosterone because they're hunting for the testosterone.
What this puppet is trying to do.
They want to estrogenize our entire population.
Words. Hypnotize the youth.
Isn't that what the chemtrails are for?
Well, yeah, but the chemtrails only go so far.
Yeah,
they also
they
need,
just
they also
work
need,
together.
They also need happy trails.
Happy chemtrails.
They need those happy trails. You go down the girl's belly button.
Devil worship.
Massive
it's all
package.
trash, bro. Don't take anything from this sodomite.
Sodomite.
100%. That is a man, no doubt. Let's break it down.
No doubt.
So you're saying not a troll for sure?
Do you guys know what happened with me in Russian vids?
No.
Would you like to?
Yeah. Sure.
So I got pulled into a hangout on Red's Rhetoric's channel, and Russian Vids was there. We talked for about 30 seconds, but there was already something going on. About a week later, Reds is like, come and talk to Russian Vids, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. So I go onto his channel, and it was me and Sean and Reds and Russian Vids, and I think that's the only ones who were there. I had my camera on, and he called me a bimbo a bunch the first time, so I dressed myself to the nines. I wore like a low-cut top, fucking bunch of makeup on, and was like, hey, what's up? Just to troll the shit out of him, right?
Sure.
And so I show up, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, could you turn your camera off? I can't hear you. He spent the entire time saying that I was trans, as if it was some kind of insult. And also that I had to the point where I had to ask him, okay, which way am I going? Could you tell me? Am I because he said I had an Adam's apple, and I don't know if you guys can tell.
I don't see one.
I'm looking. I don't see an Adam's apple yet.
I'll tell you how I like them apples, though.
So
Apple dumpling.
That was the whole thing. He got so triggered. Not only Reds has been talking to this guy for 2 years. Not only did he rage quit the call, but he blocked Reds on Twitter. And then, after his account got banned, he made another account and blocked Reds again.
Aww. He's a very sensitive boy.
He is. He's so upset.
I don't think this is a troll at all. I think this is 100% a transvestigation channel. This is the way they operate, man.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
Okay.
All right, so not a troll, not a trolls all around.
Yeah. Oh, Russian Vids also got banned. The reason Russian Vids got banned off of Twitter, just to be clear, is because he went after Steve LaFraye's daughter for being a trans actor.
Ooh, what a fucker. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
I'm actually a woman? Yeah, that's actually true. That's true.
You are?
I wish I could grow a beard like that as a woman.
Ben's felt my lady balls, so like he can confirm.
Lady balls?
Lady balls.
He was wasted drunk that night.
Yeah, lady balls. Love those lady balls.
The chesticles.
Yeah.
We gotta go back to fucking Vegas, dude. We really do.
I'm going back. I'm going back to Vegas. End of October.
Yeah, when we going?
Oh yeah.
End of
I'm
October.
going end of October. Last weekend of October. I just booked the ticket yesterday. It's for a wedding.
Situation.
Why does that look like a colon?
All right.
It's appropriate.
So, this is someone who's into a lot of metaphysical healing and she's into a lot of that kind of stuff. But Jeff, I think you might like her better than Jamie Body Mind.
Huh.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right.
Oh yeah, I like her.
Hey guys, it's Megan. Today's video is going to be about how to get your breasts larger without surgery and just using your mind. Now, before I start this video...
Mind over matter, I guess.
Go on.
Do tell.
I want to
start
say
taking notes.
that your boob size should never define you as a person or define who you are or define how you feel about yourself. You should always have extremely high self-esteem about yourself no matter what your physical appearance is. These things are so easily changeable, and that's why I want to bring subliminal messaging out into the world, because so many people feel that the size of their boobs or the size of their butts or the size of this, the size of that is what defines them as a person. But it really doesn't, and it's really all...
We watched one earlier yesterday about how you need to drink from copper. Things made out of copper. Yeah.
Whoa, alright.
I like how she glistens.
I definitely define myself a little bit by my ass. Now, you got most shows only see me from about here to here, but this is only 5% of my body. However, the reason I am required to do this is that's because that's how people find me in a crowd. They know it's me because I'm tiny and that ass know.
About your mind.
Very pro butt. Very pro butt.
And how your mind has manifested your soul onto the physical third dimensional plane. And that's what determines what you look like. And it's determined as well by genetics because your genetic lineage has DNA, which is tied to your etheric body. And
keep going. No, keep going.
all of this is still changeable and malleable because everything is energy. Everything is easily changed by our minds and manipulated by our thoughts. It's constantly manipulated. We live in a holographic universe, basically, and we are continuously updating the hologram, the software that allows us to see our three-dimensional physical bodies.
She's not wrong.
So I just want to get that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. This incredible explanation of our
insightful.
Oh my god, my god, this is some revelatory shit right here.
I've definitely had guys try to make that argument. Hey, you know your breasts will get bigger if I massage them for you, right? What?
They have not. Nobody ever told
Oh
me.
yeah. Yeah.
What? They get even bigger if I jerk off while I massage them at the same time.
Oh, it makes your fucking titties bigger? A bunch of fucking jizz, right? Oh my god.
That's the Hawaiian Island effect, right? Where the volcano just continues to build the island?
Some people are saying that this girl's a troll. No,
she is
honey.
not.
No, this person is not kidding. There's no way.
It's like 30% of the population of Eugene, except this one is actually fuckable. Okay? Like,
as long as you put a gag in her mouth, you don't have to listen to her.
Oh no!
He
oh
would
my
do that
God,
anyway.
I look.
As long
no,
as she doesn't put whipped cream on her tits, then Jeff is down.
Right. Well, there's that. But one, you don't want to put a gag in her mouth because, like, this is the kind of person who might forget to breathe. So you need to be able to monitor her vitals while you're engaged in sex. Otherwise, it could get really complicated with the police.
Before I speak on it, this video is going to be basically about, I did change my personal boob size over the course of like a couple months. Usually when I do like a physical change, I give it like a couple months. If it's a huge change like height, I gave it a couple months and I grew an inch and a half.
No.
What?
I'm gonna need to know the name of this YouTube channel. I'm gonna need this
for research purposes.
Let me get her number, man.
I will cut if she actually tells us what the process is here. I will make the effort. I am 5'4", 10 and a half. If I can reach 5 foot,
yeah,
this is some amazing shit. No, I mean, like, if this is like the
girl off the screen.
Wow, she's almost done. Let's see if she can get me up over 6'5".
I went from 5'1" to 5'3". If you guys didn't know that, I'm gonna have a video on that soon. Or 5'1" and a half to 5'3", sorry. For my boob size, I basically went from an A cup to like a B cup. And I did all of this.
I mean, hormonal changes can make that happen.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many things that can make that happen.
What? What's a hormonal?
Yeah.
Without surgery,
Bad women's
without
anatomy.
any type of going under the knife, without anything like that, and I did all of it using subliminal messaging and the law of attraction to program my mind to get my breast size larger to the point where I was happy with it and satisfied with it. So basically, I want to say that your body is always listening to you. Your cells are constantly listening.
Tell your dick to grow, Billy. See if it grows.
It has been.
Like in a month.
It has been.
Well, that's the fat loss.
I mean, are you sure? Because I also told myself to lose weight, so I think that it's all going to the dick. It's dripping off of my man titties and going to the dick.
Alright.
The question is, can you lose the weight but also increase the size of your man titties?
I don't want bigger man titties.
That's not about what you want. It's about whether you can.
I want my loose skin to stop looking like a circus tent.
Your thoughts, your emotions,
this is my dream girl.
and your
hang on.
actions.
This is my dream girl if she's got a dick, alright? Then
Oh
then
my
we're in
God.
business, man.
Yeah, let me know she's making her own lightsaber down there, and I'll give her the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
In turn, these cells constantly produce the results that you are telling them to produce. This is why diet isn't necessarily the biggest thing when it comes to health. Because you can have an extremely poor diet, but if you have the right mental dialogue, the right vibration, you will still be healthy.
Isn't that a Beach Boys song?
And vice versa, someone who has a
mental dialogue with yourselves?
Yeah, we got a $1 patron who gets to type in the chat.
Yeah.
Go you.
Alex is going to come in here now and be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Fuck you guys. Hey, yeah.
Futanari.
Screenshot? All right. Spirit says screenshot, so.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting it. Here it is.
Wob, wob, wob. Shout out to the crystal unicorn head behind her. She knows her fucking life.
All
and
of
she
her
lives it.
all of her thumbnails are like Instagram shots, and some of them have like the Snapchat filters on them. You know, she has
Heart
like
walk.
the bear, the little bear face, and that kind of shit, or the dog face.
Oh, all the Snapchat filters?
Yeah.
Great
So I was
diet
talking about-
who can be working very, very hard on their health might not get anywhere, might not see any results because their mental mindset is basically in the sewer.
Their
so
mental
you have
mindset?
to
Their mental
redundant?
mindset.
Isn't that redundant?
realize that everything is mental. literally everything that happens and is happening on this
Never
realm
go full
is
solipsism.
because of your thoughts and those reactions to the thoughts around you, because thoughts form actual vibrational clouds. So
Thoughts form vibrational clouds.
Oh fuck! Oh man!
What was she saying
I
about
love
the
that
water
shit.
Those
yesterday?
vibrational, that's the thing. Those vibrational clouds are what's within them is condensed hormones. And so when it rains on you, it makes your tits bigger.
That's right.
The vibrational water. The water's vibrations. That's why you have to talk kindly to the water and let the water know that it's good and it's special. And
You think
when
she
wanna
like
give it
vibrates
kisses.
at a frequency that if she sits in a bath with a bath bomb, it like explodes instead of like fizzing?
That
It
could
just
be
kind of
her. That could be her vibrational clouds. Her queffs
No,
could
there
make
you go.
little vibrational clouds.
Yeah, I'll show you the one that we watched yesterday, Jeff, a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can. I think she gets endorsements. I think this might be an
Guys, it's
endorsement
Megan.
video.
Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be talking about the
Megan
benefits
X
of
Rose.
drinking out of copper versus drinking out of a plastic water bottle or just regular glass. A lot of people think that this plastic water bottle is totally fine and healthy, but there's actually a lot of misinformation out there about plastic water bottles. Usually they contain high amounts of BPA, which is an endocrine disrupting hormone, and it can mess up your kidney function and give you issues with your adrenals. Especially if you're leaving your water bottles outside in a hot car. This allows for the plastic to leach the chemicals into the water and is not good for your health. So I'm going to be talking about an amazing alternative that I've been using for the past year, and that's copper water bottles. This copper bottle I have with me today is from Berry Girl.
Hang on. We could just skip ahead a little bit. Does she pour the water from the plastic bottle into the copper?
I was thinking that.
Does she do that?
I don't think so.
Because if that's what she does, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. That would be
I don't
fucking
think so.
great.
I would
Okay,
say
all
troll if that was
It's
the
naturally
case.
antibacterial and antiviral. So any bacteria and viruses that are in your
So
water
copper kills viruses and bacteria? Is that true?
are naturally
Copper can be heated relatively easy, so I guess if the copper is warm, it's a very good conductor.
Yeah.
I am aware that there are issues with bottled water in that it essentially the water does start breaking down the bottle almost immediately, but it's in such slight amounts that it doesn't really do anything.
We're talking microscopic kind of
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
What it releases is something that is the equivalent of estrogen, but it's such a small amount that for the most part it's not relevant. Now, if she wanted to make a point about bottled water being an issue, the fact that bottled water is not regulated the same way that tap water is, that's a real issue.
Why doesn't she just use the power of the mind so that it doesn't matter the same way she made her boobs grow?
You're not gonna be able to put something into a copper container and it's going to be purified by the copper. in the
She
container.
also
doesn't
says it
work.
puts more vibrations in the water, right? Isn't that what she said?
Yeah. The vibrations. Positive vibrations.
It's also very good for your kidneys, and it's a huge kidney tonic. This is why storing your water in copper is very high vibrational. The greatest
It's high vibrational. It's high vibrational.
thing about my copper water bottle versus all
Copper stores the vibrations.
Yeah.
the other ones on Amazon is that this is not using a lacquer coating. So you're just getting pure copper in contact with your water. And that's super high vibrational and super healthy. Copper is actually really essential as a mineral for your health. It helps your digestive system and it helps your immune system.
So do you think she's getting paid
for this?
Yes, she better be. She better be getting paid for this. If she's not getting paid for this, I'm disappointed.
I feel like I'm getting the shit beat out of me watching this video.
Why?
It's so bad. It's
Yep.
so bad. You know what it is? It's why I don't go out in public in Eugene anymore. Because this is like the kind of conversation that's always around. Anytime I go anywhere, they're like, by the way, I just realized I switched to using quinoa instead of rice because it's way more high I can't even do it. I can't even make a joke about it. It's so annoying. Ugh.
All right, how about?
This is like
Hi
if you took
friends,
all the fun
in
stuff
Planet
out of
Earth
an
Day.
infomercial.
Yeah.
Dating
Oh,
it's Sunday,
my sweetheart.
September 8th, 2019. In both
Yes.
the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized
man.
souls remain only child souls from the deeper denser.
The child
We had
souls?
we had Ghastly, the cartoon ghost, on here, and he lifted his cartoon arms up in the air.
It was great.
Is because his cartoon, he has technology that makes it match his face. You know the the man behind the curtain, but he also lifted both of his arms up in the air. It was so great.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as the souls are already
Slap
living
that.
by the many search
Yeah.
for truth rules.
You should find these ladies and go. You should join them. Get a plastic lawn chair.
Well, this is the Florida women, right?
They're
Yeah.
Florida, yeah.
If I
they're-
am ever in Florida, I will do my best to find these people.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
promise you, I will do my best.
You know, my wife actually met Jamie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When?
So in Florida, there's a huge culture around rainbow gatherings, and one of the big rainbow gatherings in the whole country is called Ocala, and it's in Florida. And Memory used to go to that for years.
Rainbow
and years, way
gatherings
before
are
she and I
hippie
ever met.
meetups. For anyone who
Yeah.
doesn't know what a rainbow gathering is.
Basically, yeah, hippie meetups like in the woods, and they build these huge fucking camps and shit. It's weird. And so before me and Memory met and got together, she traveled around and went to a bunch of these things, and she met Jamie at least once at one of them. And she said she's wacky. She's like just wacky like this in real life too.
It's true.
Super.
Already given to the search for truth community by wiser minds above all of us. And we know that when we're given instructions to film, we need to stay alert to signals as to what
But
the time.
when she does her horse shit,
Oh
when
yeah.
she does that horse energy healing, whatever it is, she talks a lot, just like her mom at that point.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, she talks a lot and she moves a lot more too.
I watched one where a horse bit her arm.
Really?
Yes. She laughed at it because she like
Yeah.
pulled away, but
Topic of the filming is supposed to be. That's true. And we know that
That's true.
That's true.
lately
I gotta.
we've
Do you
gotten
guys think that at this point the mom is running things, or do you think that
Oh,
the
yeah.
daughter is running things at this
Well,
point?
the mom's running things basically, but the daughter is fully capable of doing this when mom croaks. Like when you see when she's alone with the horse, she really has the same
Gotcha.
capabilities the mom
So it's like
does.
a Kent Hovind, Eric Hovind situation, but you think maybe she's gonna do a better job than Eric is doing?
yeah, and less money.
Well, there was a crazy like. Did you guys ever see the Pay Money Wubby videos about this? Like when he went to
Yes.
go and
I watched when
Yeah.
he went and sat with them, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's on their channel, so we probably could play that one.
Well, in like on his channel though, like he talked a lot about it after the fact, and he actually felt really bad because he felt like Jamie, just kind of fell into this weird cult thing with her mom, but like beforehand, because he talked to her about like her history before they got to doing the Angelic Initiative thing, and he was like, I kind of got the feeling that Jamie was like a normal girl before she just had to come and take care of her mom, and now she's just a wingnut. So I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's
That's what Wubby was saying, man. It was
Oh, no,
really
that-
crazy.
that
So
didn't work.
okay, well, there could be like a couple of explanations for that. It could either be that she's like converted, or however you wanted to phrase it, or that she's doing this to satiate her mom until her mom croaks, then she's gonna drop it and move on with her life.
Well, I mean, according to people, I mean, my wife who met Jamie, she was already pretty fucking crazy anyway.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I gotta pee.
See
I'll be
if
right back.
there's something more.
Pop that cherry, Jeff.
See if there's something more.
Isn't it weird to
Do
see
you
some
think that
chubby
answers the
neckbeard?
question, or is there more? What was the question?
Is he a ginger too?
Yes.
What are the right questions? What are the right questions? Okay. So they say sometimes people are willing to do
Lady, move that
things
microphone
in
away
a
from your mouth, just
like
half an
an
inch.
imaginative
Mike's
way
hot.
or a creative way or a fun way. And they would say, pretend you're playing a game, and the game is save the planet from humanity, awaken humanity, get humanity to stop living like it's living so that we can have something sustainable for all of us,
Stop living like it's
Then
living.
what would you do, and how would you use every day to greatest impact? Because we don't know how much time we have. None of us knows how much time we have. You know, there could be a car wreck or a big tree could fall on us. You know,
That's the
we
first
never know
thing
when
that
it's
they've
going.
actually responded to properly. There could be a car wreck. That's true. Yes, there could be.
That is
My
true.
God, they got something right.
A tree could fall on us. Yeah, you fucking tree, don't you dare fall on us. They nagged a tree the other day. They called the tree a fucking
many
idiot.
people
It
have
was
no idea.
ridiculous.
That's true. And then
That's
it's
true.
done, and they
We did call the
keep
tree an idiot. That's
thinking,
true.
I'll get
It
to
was
it
fucking
later,
nuts.
later. And it, like that tree back there that we said, this tree, it thinks it has.
Oh, the one
half-
Bobby was talking to earlier.
Yeah, it thinks it still has another 150 or so years to do it, whatever it was born to do, and it just hasn't gotten around to it yet. And it's like many people in their 30s and 40s, they just haven't gotten around to it
No, we
yet.
think I've got to focus on my career.
Yeah. And, you know, one more
You gotta focus on your career. It's so funny. I love the more she talks. Like, at first I thought she was just Groot, you know? She's like, I am Troot. I am true.
I like the daughter. I like the daughter. She's pretty funny.
I like the fact that her arms are probably so powerful she could jerk off a fucking rhinoceros.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
holding your arms up that long for so
Oh,
long, just constantly doing this. She's
She
gotta
could
be like
bench press
ripped.
me.
Power slamming some giant dick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do you think they have? You think they have the shake weights? Think she's
They don't
double
need
fisting
shake weights. They're shake weighting the angelic dicks. This is what they're doing. They're like giving the angelic initiative hand jobs. They're up here reaching the heavens, stroking genius.
That's right. Jerking off the
wonderful gift
celestial
of
body,
having
man.
a brother die in his 20s is that it was a good reminder that you never know. You just don't know. And it could be, you know, ever since then I've felt like on borrowed time. Each day is on
Is she
borrowed
crying?
time. And it's a way to not waste a life.
I love how they gave Wubby one of the fucking
So
earpiece
to
like
ask.
microphones.
If I wasn't, usually if you
Well, he's just sitting there like a fucking lump, like, okay, okay.
Alright, man.
You say if I were gonna die tomorrow, what would I do? What I would do is eat ice cream, you know? So that's
Right?
not a really good question, cookies, right? But if I were going to die next year, and this was it, and this is my last year to accomplish anything, if a year from today, that's it for me, I'm toast.
Meeting your maker.
Meeting your maker and having to account for yourself, for real, not for pretend. Then how would I spend this next year?
For real,
Jamie?
not for play.
Yeah, not for
Hold
play.
on.
For
Did
real,
she, did she just go from being like, well, if it was my last day, I would have some ice cream, and then just immediately get real serious? Like, but if
Yeah.
it was within a year, oh my god.
Then I would slaughter the innocents.
I love Wubby here.
Sacrifice them to the great Cthulhu.
I'm not familiar with Wubby before I watched this.
I love him here, but I wish this was Pootie Tang sitting with them instead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would be fucking
yeah.
lit.
All right, so this is the
Yeah.
first time I'm saying this all show. Please like the stream. What we almost have 200 likes already. Last night
If we get to 200, I'll finish the last of my drink.
yeah.
Yeah.